Skyplague has clocked in. 3 M O O O O O O O O O O O O O O O O O O O O O O O O O O O O O O O N T H S.
All right, we are live. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Monday, friends. How's it going today? I'm Jay on the PT Gamer. Happy Monday, y'all. How we doing today? It's Mental Health Monday. We checking in live, baby. We live with the movement. I appreciate y'all. Just to start off, Skyplague, thank you so much for the resub, my man. Resubbing at tier 1 for 3 months straight. Christine coming in. We got Chat Cools live. We got Raider Atlas. We got all the homies. So for all of you vibing, all of you lurking, all of you chilling, hello, good to see you. This is gonna be kind of a short stream. Cause I haven't really slept. I'm kind of tired. Cooling with the cutest motherfucker on Twitch. Bruh, you talking about Sonder GA? Are you talking about Sonder GA? Or, Sleepy? Or, who else is cute? Pretty much everyone else. We have such a great looking group of people that we stream with. I'm just saying cools. We got Spicy Taquito, Vadertron. I mean, obviously, there's Sleepy, Itelinin, Naya, Vinciano, Jason C, Sonder GA, D Haya, Christine, Orbital UAV, Fami TF, Ella Mora. There's some. Yo, man, you know what? Like, pretty people attract pretty people, which is why I never had pretty friends growing up. Sheesh. But everybody, what is going on? It has been this weekend. I got pretty friends now. Yo, facts. I got you as a friend now, man. I got so many pretty friends. Hold on, let me just this bitch lit. Sheesh. Facts. But more importantly, all my friends got beautiful souls, yo. They're just beautiful people inside and out. Like, I'm just glad that we've had so many like people with good vibes just resonate with us in the community. And it's been amazing. And so like with Mondays, what I like to do is I like to just check in with y'all, talk a little bit about my weekend and my day, and I want to be able to give space for people to share, and chance for us to have a conversation. And nah, I mean, that's the thing though, Liz. Like, yo, Mad Hatter Liz, business extraordinaire. Check out her Etsy shop. I'm just saying, holding it down, baby. Skirt. No, you were super. You're yo. Mad Hatter Liz is super pretty, y'all. She's pretty. She's like the prettiest roommate I've had. And that's no disrespect to my homeboy, because he was a pretty guy too. But I'm sorry, Liz. You're more attractive than he. Liz, how are you? How are you doing? Happy Monday. We always generally do talk about some serious things, friends, and but there is something that I do need to share with y'all, that I do need to mention. It's not easy to talk about. If I follow Jay, you're automatically attractive. Sheesh. Yeah, but no, definitely. And now Liz got a beautiful partner, beautiful children. Unless you're Sondering Among Us. The third imposter. Kids are short. Psh, psh. Lies, Liz. I don't believe it. Low key? Nah, I don't believe it. I don't believe that. But anyway, there's been a lot of things that happened over the weekend, y'all. There's been a lot of meetings that happened over the weekend. There's a lot of things that happened over the weekend where we had to make a lot of changes, and a lot of necessary ones. And there was a lot of cause for reflection, and there was a need for healing. And I've always said on this channel that, you know what? Can you please tell Joey that I think he's beautiful as well? Like, I think he's a very awesome. He's so handsome. Raider, what is up, my man? What is up with you? Happy Monday, friend. Good to see you. Even though what I want to share with y'all is not like the happiest of news, I just want to acknowledge, like, it makes me so happy to see familiar names, to see your names in the chat, just popping in just to say hello. Whether you're coming in just to lurk, whether it's just to say hello, whether it's to come vibe with us, yo, it's love, y'all. It's appreciated and it's seen, and I thank you all. And how was your weekend, by the way, Raider? I like that 2-month subscriber badge next to your name. That blue looks pretty fresh. Sheesh. Hey. But no, you know what, friends? I work like crazy. Weekend was okay. Work like crazy. That's awesome. That's good. I'm glad that you got that money. You made that paper, baby. That's what's up. All right. 2 months looks sweet. Yeah, it does. Comrade lady. Hello. Good to see you. Hell is weekend, comrade. Good to see you. Thank you for coming through. Da. And it's very, very nice of you to come by and to hang out with us in chat. Da. But I'm gonna lower the music down a bit. because weekend could have been longer. Yo, you talking my kind of language, girl. I feel that. Truly. It didn't feel like a weekend, honestly. I'll talk about it more in detail, but man, it has been I would say since like even Saturday, it's just kind of been nonstop. A lot of updates, a lot of things changing, and a lot of things that required us to be attentive. And I think a big part of it was us having to play catch up. But again, for those of us who are new, thank you again for hanging out with us. I appreciate you. My name is Jay. JR the PT Gamer. We're vibing. We're hanging out. I just hope y'all having a great day, having a great Monday so far. We got some things coming through. Oh!
Lady Luck 2111 has clocked in.
Thank you, comrade. Comrade Lady with the Twitch Prime. Thank you for the Jeff Bezos money. I appreciate it. Fuck the billionaire hegemony. Fuck the oligarchy. Yo, it's a shame they giving us crumbs when they got the whole pie. But I hope there comes a day where we get to snatch the plate off that motherfucker. Appreciate you. Thank you, lady. So, first I'd like to address, there were some, so there's some very, I do want to get over the serious news. I don't mean to like drama bait or anything. I apologize. It's just me getting distracted, letting myself get distracted by chat. But I do want to share some important updates. So there was a user in my community. You may know this individual. You may have known this individual as Lock and Load. This individual, I would praise this person and thank them for their spending time with us on stream. This person was a tier 3 subscriber. And this person is someone that off stream I consider a friend. It was a person I knew in IRL. I consider them a good friend. On Saturday, members within our community approached myself and our active mod at the time, our sole active mod, to press forth the seriousness nature of claims that they had made in the past regarding predatory and harassment behavior on behalf of this individual. And they gave evidence that it was systemic, it was consistent, it was harmful, and it was intentional. And this individual's tactics of moving forward with behavior, moving forward with their behavior, and then taking breaks so as not to continue to rile suspicion, was intentional on their part. And that situation, it showed that this individual was given free reign, ultimately because as this person's friend, I overlooked some of the more problematic flaws and comments made by this individual because I was negligent and I saw the signs, but I didn't see them for what they were. And I just wanted to say, and you know, so with this individual, first and foremost, to the individuals who were involved, who had to deal with this individual, who had to report once, who had to report again, who had to, you know, I'm so glad that the community felt confident to advocate for themselves. However, the failure lies with me as the face of this community because I had opportunities to nip this in the bud. There were opportunities for me to do better, and I did not. And for that, I apologize. I'm sorry. And I acknowledge my fault in the situation. I acknowledge that I allowed my privilege as a man, because here's the thing about privilege. It's not enough to just not do bad things. Like, it's not enough. I can't consider myself a true ally if I'm just like not being an asshole. You're fine, bro. One mistake. But here's the thing though, right? Like, I appreciate you saying that, Cools. But I think I've always made a stance that this is a safe community first and foremost. Like, memes aside, jokes aside, politics aside, this is a safe space where people feel comfortable expressing themselves, where people feel comfortable sharing information about themselves, and the actions of this individual was really triggered, trauma responses and all that. And I would just like to be serious with y'all for a moment, because I do meme a lot, but I'd like to be serious with y'all because I think it's important to maintain perspective, and I think it's important to acknowledge and this isn't me like trying to be a martyr, like I'm gonna throw myself on the sword. Like, no, it's like I have to acknowledge, like, if I want to be the face of this community, if I want to if I'm making these comments, right, if I'm talking the talk, I gotta walk the walk. And on Saturday, the community members of the community came to me as a group, as a unified front, to argue their claims. And while there's power in that, right, so for me, I'm touched that, first off, those individuals gave me a chance to make things right. I'm impressed, and it's not lost on me, the fact that I was given the chance to make things right, to do right. And I also want to acknowledge, though, that because of the nature of my relationship with this person, I did not do due diligence. I was negligent in my role as the face of this community, as the leader of the channel and the content, and the buck stops with me. If I get the praise, if I deserve all the praise, then I sure as hell deserve all the criticism. And I need to be upfront, and I need to be honest with all of you about that, because it matters. Because we have to do the right thing. And I see your comments, Liz. I have to be, because I want us to be transparent. I'm not pleased with my performance. I'm not happy with myself. I'm disappointed. I'm also in shock. There's still some things I'm processing. Okay, no worries. You handle your business, Liz. Thank you. And I'm still processing, and I'm still working through my own processes and my own stuff. But with that being said, it's not about me. It's about our community. It's about the precedents that we're placing in the safe space, in the mission, in the vision. Those are that's above everything else. Everything else is secondary. And I would rather know where I stand with people. I'd rather be upfront with you all than to try, because it doesn't benefit anyone if we can't even acknowledge, show grace. For me, it's part of my own path. I've been very open with all of you, and I've been very open about all the good things that happened to me, but all the bad things that I didn't take care of. I have to give myself grace. While also holding myself accountable for that, and learn how to do better. And it's a stinging experience, but I will tell all of you, as I heard each person's story as painful as it was to listen, that's nothing compared to them having to share and feel like they had to reshare because that could have easily gone a different way. And you know, one thing that people have talked to me about is that has, you know, there's been trauma for some. There's trauma linked around trying to report or trying to do the right thing and being shunned for it. And so the real brave people, it's not about me, it's about those that stepped up. I'm not going to be mentioning names because I'm grateful, and I remain humbled, and I remain not apologetic. That too, but that's not the word I'm looking for. But I hope that I continue to have a chance. I hope that I continue, you continue to give me a chance to prove right. And to, as I talk the talk, to walk the walk. And so with that being said, this individual has been banned from the Twitch channel, from the Discord. This individual, we've also notified the other content creators which are linked to this channel and spread it through our respective networks about the behaviors of this individual. And we are taking this as a learning, I'm taking this as a learning opportunity to do better. Lamonza Kelly, I think I know what you're trying to say, but the boys are often part of the problem. They aren't the ones at risk of leaving because they don't see it. Yeah, and that's a really good point. And you know what? It's okay. It's okay to acknowledge when we don't understand things. And I think it's important to hold space for that, to show grace for ourselves, and to accept that we have to learn. I have to learn. Even on Saturday, or even we had a big discussion, and an individual came to me because I said something that, although it wasn't my intent, I intentionally like kind of called this individual out, right? And that was problematic. And regardless of my intent, doesn't change the fact that I said something that was problematic, right? And that's just a microcosm, right? It's something I did wrong, and I have to apologize for, and more importantly, I have to grow from and not do again, right? If I really stand by that apology. But Spicy, Kelly, nice to see you. Ren, nice to see you. Thank you, friends, for joining us, and appreciate your comments in the chat. And I think it's, and again, like I want to be upfront with you all. I want to reiterate our mission, which is to build a safe space for discourse, for us to share experiences for the betterment, to provide support for each other, to advocate for each other and for ourselves. And to that end, I'd also like to discuss some of the changes that we've made. We have new moderators on Discord. Also, some of existing moderators have been able to come back. And intent and impact are two separate things. Thank you for listening, acknowledging, and doing hard work. Thank you for the opportunity to learn, and for the chance to follow through on these promises and to make right what unfortunately was not done right by in the first place. But I appreciate, but I want to acknowledge, like, I'm saying this because y'all have given me grace, and by extension the team that we work as a part of grace, to set things right. And And I want to take this as an opportunity to just reiterate our focus to the mission, and to trying to continue to do better. And and one thing that stuck with me was I always make a big talk about being an ally, about supporting and everything along that vein. And for whatever, like, at the end of the day, like, I don't want to, like, the nuances matter, but to me, it's ultimately, at the end of the day, it's just about doing the right thing. And I'm just glad I had an opportunity to do the right thing. But the fact that, and while I give grace to myself, I have to give grace to myself and acknowledge, like, I'm still learning in the space that I'm learning, that ignorance is not a valid excuse for not doing the right thing. And so I'm holding the two things hand in hand, and just hoping to grow from this situation and go from there. We've made this statement on Sunday. We held our first open moderation team meeting in the Discord. We'll be meeting again tomorrow. I'm not sure if that's going to be an open one, but I mean, if anyone is interested in the Discord, feel free to join us. We're going to be discussing rules. We're going to be discussing some quality of life changes, some things necessary to reflect the growing need of our channel, of our community. And we're growing our mod team. So if you go on Discord, we have Head Above Water. Super awesome to have her on as the team. We have Lord Buckethead. We have Von Wick as part of our mods. So we have 3 moderators as of now, and then myself included in that team. And our hope is to continue with the work and proceed from there. It's hard because what's hard about this whole situation is not the situation in of itself. It is triggering in a way. This person's a fucking predator. This person's behavior. I'm disgusted with them. I'm disgusted with myself. Because we're talking about the boys, right? And I've taken time to reflect on this, and I saw this person as a friend, and I knew this person made problematic comments, and instead of addressing it for what it is or even questioning it, I always willfully or subconsciously ignored the more egregious comments, because nobody wants to think that about someone. And that's not me trying to rationalize. I make no excuses for myself. And I feel selfish for I'm the only one on camera, but it's not me trying to even make it about me. But it's just about, it just really fucking sucks that someone that you've seen as a friend is the type of person that you never needed in your life in the first place. And I just want you all to know, I just hope to do right by you. That's all. I hope to do right by you all, and I thank you all. So, Zay, welcome. How are you? Welcome to Mental Health Monday. A lot of updates, a lot of information we just went through. But I hope you're having a good day, and thank you, Ren and Kelly and Luke. I appreciate the comments, absolutely. And you know, we've already discussed it. So we all falter. You saw the best in everyone. We all falter when we try and want to see the best exactly. And that's not to be excused. It's just the way it is. You're learning. You've taken action. You recognize more. Now it's not easy. I applaud you. And I thank you for the patience. I thank you for the patience, and I thank you for standing with me at this time, and for taking a chance on the community again to let us do right, to rectify, and it's not, and you know what, I think what hurts most about it is not, it's just like the the depth of how fucking bad it was. And maybe it's triggering for me because there's traumas in my life which run parallel with what happened over the weekend. And it's been very emotionally draining for me personally. I found it even today it's been super hard to maintain focus and perspective, and to maintain positivity, to just feel like I'm maintaining, period. I guess a part of me is still grieving in some sense, I guess, the loss of the friendship, and that conflicts with my sense of guilt for not doing the right thing in the first place, and they kind of conflate each other. They conflate with not conflate, what's the word? It just so happens to coincide, right? And I think, like, and I want to be open about it, and again, this is like, I made a decision to be honest and upfront about it, and that's how I'm feeling, grief is so valid. I appreciate that. Thank you. And I think, like, it would be so much easier to you're also grieving the loss of the person you thought hoped he was. There are layers here. That's true. And I wanted to I want to share with you all. Everything that's been going on, because there were so many updates that happened over the weekend. So many, a lot of things move quickly, and and I apologized, and I wanted to apologize, and you know, and I appreciate your time. I appreciate your spending time with me to hear it. And I'm sorry for those that have had to hear it multiple times. And I just hope that we can move forward from this. And as much as it hurts, it's nothing compared to the hurt that that the people directly affected by this had to deal with. And we have to do right by everyone for the sake of everyone. And so I thank you. So with that being said, thank you, Spicy. Appreciate the comment. Yeah, so many layers. It's not easy, especially when blindsided. I don't know what to say. And but I suppose I just don't want to keep repeating myself. And I just feel like I can't say sorry enough. We tried, we just didn't realize we weren't doing enough. This is a wake-up call for us to be vigilant, calling out the boys for their fucked up behavior. Yeah, I mean, that fucked up behavior means you're no longer part of the boys. It's not, and I appreciate that, Raider. It's like, look, we have to be there for those that are affected. And we have to pay. What I do ask is that, the biggest, I want to be very clear. I often joke about laugh at my pain on this channel. I often make those kinds of comments and jokes, but what I hope to take away for everyone, for all my men in the chat, for all my people in the chat, standing up to, it's not just, when we talk about doing the right thing, it's just not just like being the hero, right? And it doesn't need to be a hero. You don't need grand gestures. You don't need to fall on someone's sword to save someone necessarily, right? We don't need, and here's the thing, right? Like, for Spicy, thank you so much. Yeah, absolutely. I feel the focus should be on making sure the victims are less likely to experience something like this again in the presence of those that can make a stand and not tolerate that sort of behavior. Absolutely. Thank you. That's where I want to take this, right? Like, it's not about, and in retrospect, like hindsight 2020, right? It's not about like, oh, I it's not so much about I need to do something grand to call out this individual, but there's so many extra smaller steps. There's so many extra small steps that in retrospect should have been taken, that could have been taken. And who knows? Maybe we could have, maybe it still would have been bad, but maybe we could have been more maybe I could have been more proactive. I'll never know now. I'll never have the opportunity to, right? Because the past is what it is. But to Spicy's point, absolutely. What I hope we can take away from this is always question, right? My experience with this individual was whenever he made a problematic joke, I always attributed it to, fuck, man, that's how he is. Shit. Yeah, it's kind of sketchy, but I know he means well. I'm pretty sure it's just a joke. Actually, I'm very sure it's just a joke. But something someone said to me is that maybe they mean it as a joke, but there's always a shade of truth in someone's comments. And especially if someone says it, especially if someone feels comfortable to make those kinds of comments, there's a reason behind it. Hey, Pill, sending you hugs. This whole situation has made me so sad. I can only imagine, Tia. Thank you so much. Appreciate the love, and y'all know this person more than I do. Y'all closer to this person than me. I would say it's safe to say, and I can only imagine. So thank you for that. Spicy. Speaking with victims again, their perspectives, how their trauma responses can prevent them from feeling safe enough to stand for themselves is also a good step. Kelly, that's how he is exactly the problem. Spicy. The more knowledge that we can gain from those experiences, these things on a regular basis can give you an idea of what to look for and give you ideas on how to intervene. That's awesome. Thank you, Spicy. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Tia. I appreciate your perspectives. Thank you. Absolutely. And truth. Trauma response is a whole thing. Absolutely. And I think we have to acknowledge, like, there's we have to continue. We have to be able to also, for those who are in a position of, no other way to say it, of privilege, right? I'm a person of color, but I still have privilege as a man. And I've said this before, and I just want to be upfront about it. Like, I want to fight the good fight, but that means I have to continue learning, and I can't make assumptions, and I have to acknowledge that I don't know everything. And Spicy is making some really great suggestions in chat. Same with Kelly. And what I hope to impart upon all of you, all of my people in chat, do it. Being a hero, doing the right thing doesn't mean you have to be a hero. It just means calling out what's bad. And who knows? Maybe, hopefully, you can nip something in the bud, right? And it's not about. And one thing I do want to point out is, like, look, it's not about doing it because, like, you'll hear people say, like, oh, the argument is like, oh, well, that could have been my sister, that could have been my mother, my daughter, whatever. It's like, no, just do it because it's the right fucking thing to do, right? Just, and I've talked that big game, and I need to back it up now. And I hope the second lesson that people take from this is that the road to hell is paved with good intentions. I like to think I had the best of intentions in getting my friends to join together. Yet there are things that I neglected to do. For example, start up, continue to have active mods within the community, continue to build processes to be proactive, right? And those are things we're doing now. But if we were incorporating more accessibility and more accountability, if we were incorporating more of those concepts into what we were doing as a channel, as a community, then again, right? Who's to say that it would have came to where it was, right? And like, why does a woman have to have a personal connection before it matters? Absolutely, Tia. Absolutely. I agree. Absolutely, I agree. 100%. Like, just do the right thing because it's the right fucking thing to do, right? Like, it doesn't matter. It's like if you see a homeless person, it doesn't matter if you know a homeless person or not. If you choose to be nice to that person, it's because you're trying to do something nice for someone, right? Doesn't matter, you know, what matters is how you choose to interpret that situation. And like, in that instance, women are not objects. Say it a fucking again. But again, like, women identifying individuals are not objects. And so I just want to close this topic with, again, just with a huge ask, or it could be small. And I don't know all of your specific lives. I know we all have our own crosses to bear. We all have our own burdens to shoulder. What I do ask is, if you believe in this channel, if you believe that people, what we talk about is bigger than any one person. We're talking about the way we're raised. But I take comfort in the words of Jane Austen in writing that for all of her characters have always said, she said, it's been often argued, I'm paraphrasing here, it's often been argued that in order to have a serious story, one must have serious courage. And for Austen, her point was to the effect of, for her characters, even though they've lived indoors, right? It's not like they're out there slaying dragons or anything. One of Austen's famous stories is Pride and Prejudice, right? Where it's based around marriage and social relationships. And in the time of England, where pomp and circumstance were, it was a different time. And I think like it's, she mentions that it's about serious courage comes from within, though, right? It's an internal aspect. And I'm not asking anyone to, I don't want to ask any of you to get in a fight today or tomorrow. I hope no one is ever in that situation, because I was about that smoke growing up, and one thing I've realized is I've seen, like, it makes you realize how lucky you were that you never know. You get hit a different way and life could have been drastically different. But what I do hope is that you feel confident to make a stand, because it's the right thing to do, and do the right things for the right reasons. I'll slay a dragon in your honor, Pilly. Thank you, Tia. I appreciate it. I will drink some water in your honor, Tia. I will. And that's all I'm going to say on the subject. But friends, comrades, thank you for your time, for your energy, for tuning in with me, for clocking in. I'm still processing a lot of things. Admittedly, my heart is not in it today. And I know part of it's just me working through it, right? That being said, I'm actually gonna end stream early. But we're gonna go raid someone. We're gonna end off on a good note. Let's find someone to support. And we will be meeting up tomorrow. I'll start stream at 5 o'clock instead of 6 o'clock tomorrow. Thank you, Cools, for coming through. Thank you, friends, for showing love. Appreciate y'all vibing, checking in with us on the movement. Thank you, bro. Thank you for lurking. Much love. And let's go find someone to raid, y'all. Let's see who is in here. No, we're gonna go raid. Dead Pixel is on. Dead Pixel is actually a cool person. Dead Pixel does a lot of Osu. They do a lot of story-based RPGs. Dead Pixel, for those of you who may know Mini Michi, Mina is an artist. She's also another content creator. Super cool person. She often lurks here on the channel. We've raided her in the past, but her brothers, Dead Pixel, Big Mig, and oh god, there's a third person, and I feel terrible for not remembering their name. But no, it's just really cool people, and we're gonna go raid them. So please, when you go there, please drop a hello, say hi, check it out. And let's just support other content creators, y'all. But again, I appreciate you. Thank you, friends. Dead Pixel. All right, and like I said, next raid is going to be next scheduled stream is going to be tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time instead of 6. We'll be starting an hour early. Thank you all for your time, for your energy. Be kind, be well, and be good to others, most importantly to yourselves. I'm JR, the PT Gamer. Have a great day. Much love, friends. Let's go raid.